In this video, we will learn how to use the global fish tracking service decision support tool. The decision support tool is designed in a way that its use should be very intuitive. It has two main views. One is looking at data at the species level, and another view where we can look at individual levels that we'll have a look after. On the species level, we can select the current campaigns that are in the system. We have two for sea bass and one for pollock. That's a different fish species. When we look at this bargib campaign, we can click on it and we are shown the information for that specific campaign. The interface presents data at the quarterly level for this species. So we see the probability distribution of the fish, so the average probability of presence of that fish in a certain quarter in this measurement campaign. We can change the quarter and just look at how the fish behaves differently in different quarters if it changes its average location. We can also look into the probabilities of finding certain ocean temperatures in the future. So the probability distribution of the fish location is being intersected with the digital twin data from DestinE, from the Climate Adaptation Digital Twin. And so this is underlaid, and then this graph represents the average, the weighted average temperature that this fish encountered based on the locations from the probability. So we can see underneath, this is the digital twin data, which is rendered in HealPix. And we can switch between the different years and see like how would a colder year or a warmer year look like for this fish in this quarter. We can also look at salinity, which works the same way. The salinity estimate here and the range is from the standard deviation and the average for the fish distribution that we see here. So these charts change when we change the quarter. So if you go from the first quarter of the year to the third quarter of the year, the averages change, and also the underlying data or the data for the species has changed. The digital twin is just one of the runs. So this is how you can explore where fish are and what future conditions they might encounter if they stay in the same location into the future. Then we have a second view, which is for looking at individual fish. So the probability distribution that we see from one fish species, it's aggregated data from individual fish tracks that were reconstructed. So in this section, we can look at individuals. So I'm going to select this one. And that shows us the most probable location of that fish along time and the temperature that it encountered at the time when swimming through. We can animate the movement of the fish. So the movement is an estimate based on in situ measurements of where the fish must have been. And so that's a probability distribution as well. Here we're just seeing the most probable locations at each day and animated on the screen, also in HealPix in the same reference system as the digital twin. So we can see the most probable location of the fish, how it must have moved around in the sea. We can also hold the animation and just step through the days one by one if we're more interested in a single location. And this is an interactive map, so we can also go into some more detail if you want to see how the model behaved for that one specific fish individual. Yeah, and that's it. So here we hope that the interface itself is intuitive enough for people to go and explore it without needing a lot more instructions. But feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.